Okay, so Mars dominant people, I'm just going to go ahead and say that a lot of you guys are going after some kind of a promotion this month. I feel like you might be in some kind of competition. You could, but I feel like if it is, a lot of it could be at the place that you're already working. Like it's not like you're applying for a position somewhere else. I mean, it could be, but I'm really seeing that an obstacle to that is some kind of friendship. Some of you guys already got a promotion and you are now in a leadership position and there are new rules and you can't interact with your friends or like people that you work with in a way that you typically could. I feel in the past you were really, really emotionally satisfied. You had, especially when you maybe accepted this offer. So some of you guys are applying for a promotion and you feel like there's some kind of competition. And so that's got you feeling really stressed out into the future because you know that there is other options here. And maybe what you don't understand is that I feel like you're making the short list. If you like, maybe it's down, like it's not as many options as you think. It's definitely down to like you and just another person. But I feel like in the past you felt like really confident. You were kind of self-contained. You were feeling really good, at least emotionally. And but there was a sense of isolation. So now there are more people involved in this. Either way, you have a lot of emotion coming on this in October, Mars. And Mars is actually a really emotional sign or emotional energy. So, but it is a very independent energy. And so there is something that a group of people here is causing you some kind of anxiety, causing you to feel all gunked up. And there's a sense of longing. And I feel like that could be like longing for some kind of companionship, longing to be around people again, longing to be around a group of friends, longing to interact with people in a way that you're used to. Because I feel like you have a new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles. It's causing you to feel somewhat isolated, but you're focused. I do feel that you're focused on your career, but you're looking for some kind of new beginning in like a social sense. You're looking for some kind of movement because there's a sense of some kind of pain, some kind of isolation that's holding you back. I do feel like you're going to have an epiphany about this. You'll settle in to whatever this situation is a little bit better by the end of the month. But you're feeling like a lot of you guys are waiting on a decision. And I feel like it's wanting you to let go of it and just like trust. It's safe to trust this situation. I do feel like something here is unfolding in your favor. So I feel like a lot of you guys are like, there has been, or you're waiting on some kind of news that's potentially expanding, or it could change your life in some way. And so that's really difficult. So you're at some point along that stage, either you've put in for it or you got it and you're adjusting to it, but there's still some kind of like settling, movement, and adjustment that's going on here. Hold on one second. Interesting. Yes. Okay. So I feel like there's friendships from your past involved in this. And there's also a difference in status. Like somebody is somebody's boss, or like maybe you and your friends, like you all put in for some kind of position, and you're just like waiting to figure out how it's going to play out. You're definitely waiting on some kind of news in the month of October. So why is Justice here? Page of Swords. Yeah, I mean, you guys are trying to be fair. I feel like you guys are prepared to accept whatever decision comes through, but I feel like there is some kind of complicated social situation here. But it has to do with you focusing on your career and leveling up. And waiting for there's the cycle that's ending here. So your hopes and fears is that you can settle into this, that you're going to start to build, I feel like build your career is what I want to say. That you can start to build your career in some sense of the word. That there's some sense of mundanity that's coming through as well. Like, but you're building something. You're really hopeful that you're building something here for the long term, that you're building the foundation of your future success. I also feel like you're stepping up into some kind of leadership role, and you're hoping that everything settles. You know, there's that whole like forming, storming, norming, and performing, right? So whenever there's a shift in like, you know, people getting promoted or whatever, the team has to form, and that inevitably involves some kind of storming, norming, everything normalizes, and then you guys start to perform. So you're going through some part of that cycle. So you're hopeful that like everything's going to normalize, and that you are going to step up into, I feel like, some kind of mentorship role. So your next step, like, it's embracing leadership. There is a sense of strategy here, and trust, and manifesting and defending whatever it is that you want, letting things go and accepting whatever judgment like kind of comes in your way. I feel like you guys are doing a heck of a job manifesting this. Some of you guys, maybe you're waiting on some kind of money or something because you're starting a new business, and so you're waiting on some kind of money. But I feel like this definitely involves work and some kind of work opportunity. It's coming your way. I just shuffled the King of Wands back in here. Oh, here he is. That's your next step, because you're starting something new. So let's just find out what the anxiety here is in the future with the Nine of Swords. What's this anxiety? There's some kind of like, I feel like there's some kind of rules that cause you to compromise your social relationships, and it's just kind of causing you a bit of anxiety here, and you're going through a period of adjustment. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you guys are getting promoted. That's what I feel. I feel like you guys are getting promoted. You're taking some kind of strides towards your dreams, and there's a lot that goes on under the surface. So you just kind of put your head down and work really hard. And I feel like there are people who are super loyal to you, who still feel very friendly to you, because there's always that adjustment, right? Like whenever you get promoted, and then all of a sudden you have to be the one that's like, oh, we have to do it this way. And it can get like super awkward, because it can, you know, but I feel like you really are going to settle into this very nicely. I really see that. So why is the Six of Pentacles down here? Honestly, I feel like this is really good news, you guys. You guys, I just feel like you have to move away from some relationships. That's what I feel like. You feel that you're trying. Oh, okay. So I feel like you're trying to give to both, and it's telling you to fully embrace your leadership role. Like you can, and that's how things are. It's going to make it less awkward for everyone. It's almost just like ripping the Band-Aid off. It's telling you just to lean into it. Yeah, and I feel like she's got her eyes closed. So she can't even see like who she's giving to, you know, she's just giving to people what they need. And so I feel like that I saw the Queen of Swords coming through here. This has everything to do with leadership, you guys. And moving away, like just allowing your relationships to readjust. I'll pull an advice card, because I feel like you guys are sweeties, and this is just really weighing on yourself. A lot of times Mars ruled people, they can institute like a self-imposed isolation. Yeah. you're very confused about your relationships. You're just really confused about how to act in your social relationships. And there is some kind of a choice involving different options. And it literally could just be you examining your own behavior. So there's a sense of grief and loss. Even if these people are still in your life, there's a sense of grief and loss because you guys are leveling up. And, you know, some people are going to be able to level up with you. Other people won't be able to level up with you. And I feel like you're just going to figure out who's who, basically. Yeah. I think some of it might break your heart. You're going to figure out real quick, you know, but the fact of the matter is you guys are leveling up. Some people are going to be angry with you. It's going to feel like a betrayal, but you're moving on to something different. You really are. There's going to be healing. You're at the beginning of some kind of a journey. And I feel like it's something you know that you have to take. So you have a lot of emotions for people, but you're holding a lot of it back because you have some kind of position, especially a social position. So this could be some kind of a supervisory role where you have, where you're like, you are managing people, you know, and you're managing like people and their emotions. So maybe this is like all your friends are going out, but now you can't go out anymore. What's the Nine of Cups? Yes. There has been some transformation here. And it has to do with people and relationships. Honestly, there's a lot of emotion here. I feel like you're having a sense of like passivity, which is not very comfortable for you, being Mars dominant. So you're possibly like just pulling your energy back here. And yeah. Some of you guys are Mrgashira. Obviously. But we have the Gemini card showing out here. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh my gosh. You guys are... Congratulations. I just feel like congratulations is in order. You guys... You've worked really hard for something. You're leveling up. People are noticing you, and you guys are expanding. Whatever this is, it's going to bring you a lot of abundance. It really is. You're laying some kind of foundation. You're hopeful that that's going to happen. But here's the thing, and I think you know this. I think I'm preaching to the choir here, but there's something you have to let go of. There really is, and it's people who feel backstabbed and betrayed by your success. Okay, because there's some people that are just going to flip on you real fast. Okay, because there's a lot of moving parts involved in this, and it's got I feel like it's got maybe even just one person in particular. It could be more than one, but I feel like one person in particular, it's got them super mad at you. But I feel like this person, there's something about them, they're always kind of like that, and they're really upset about their own stagnancy and that you are shining bright. So I feel like that sucks, but that's really what I'm getting. So let me just pull a card for each one of the nakshatras. We'll see a little bit more specific how things are going to turn out. Oh, this is tough energy, you guys, but you're also rising above it. There's something that's just no longer compatible, and I feel like it's a relationship with at least one person, probably a group of people, because you're manifesting something different for yourselves, all of you guys. There's a decision here and there's a leveling up. So Mrgashira, which is from Taurus into Gemini, that's the Mars ruled nakshatra there. We have the Five of Swords. So there is a sense of, honestly, there's somebody who's backstabbing or like betrayal or something. They feel humiliated, or possibly you do, but it's like, it feels like there's a place where I just feel like there's a big, there's just a big conflict, and it involves a lot of heavy emotions, like just anger and pain. And I feel like maybe somebody had some kind of illusion about possibly getting the position that you got, or some kind of a illusion about who you were, because I'm just seeing that you're pulling out ahead of the crowd here, but it happened on an energetic level first. There's something about you and a certain person or a certain group of people that was always incompatible, and that's why I'm saying it's like it's almost going through a grieving process where I feel like you're outgrowing something, and because you're manifesting your own self, you're taking a lot of action in the direction of your dreams. You're taking a lot of movement in the direction of your dreams. There has been competition here, and I feel like you're receiving some kind of proposal and you're deliberating on it. I feel like you're turning to your guidance, internal guidance systems, and you're figuring out the lay of the land here. But there's some, I feel like maybe Margashira, you guys feel like somebody's gossiping behind your back. You might be right about it, but I'm really just feeling like it's about letting whoever is not meant for you fall away, drop away. So Chitra with the this is the Mars ruled nakshatra at the end of Leo, beginning of Virgo, beginning of Libra, and I feel like you feel left out in the cold. There's just something that you were, a part of here with the Five of Pentacles. There is some kind of burden going on here. But you're pulling back. I feel like, again, it's just this energy of there is some kind of a completion. You're being given an opportunity to you rise up into a more complete version of yourself, a more authentic version of yourself, and express honestly a side to you that maybe is more matter of fact, that sees right through things. You're being given an opportunity to show out your strength here. There could be some sense of disappointment here, Chitra. What is this disappointment that I'm picking up on? Queen of Wands. I just feel that you guys, I don't know, I feel like you're kind of a loving soul. There could be other people involved here. There could be specifically other friends, and there's like a rift in between the two of you because of your position, because of your role, and you know that somebody has a lot of feelings about it. Somebody that you care about deeply, somebody that, actually you feel like is on the same level as you in a lot of ways. Somebody that, and maybe some of you feel like you have to divorce yourself from your more sensitive side in order to like be, more in your Wands energy than your, but I also think that you feel really energized. There is something that you're moving beyond, and I feel like you're moving beyond a sense of competition, and as you do, you just feel a little bit left out in the cold here. Okay, so then let's see, Danishta. You guys are feeling like stuck and trapped by some kind of contract. And a boss in particular. There's just certain rules. It's very complicated. There's just a complex, and honestly, Danishta, it might be, I feel like you guys are going to do the whole self-imposed isolation kind of a thing, because there's somebody who has some kind of toxic pattern. You might not be able to put your finger on it, but you know that it just doesn't feel right. And, but yeah, there's been some kind of betrayal. What is the betrayal? Emperor. The Hierophant. So this is someone in a leadership position. And so you feel like you have a decision to make. You're pulling back in order to make some kind of decision is what I'm seeing. I feel like you guys are getting an offer, though. Like you get some kind of an offer, and you're really feeling like it's going to be a betrayal to someone. So you're really thinking long and hard about this. So And yeah, that's what I'm getting for you guys. So anyways, I feel like maybe nobody in your life has told you congratulations for getting like this opportunity, but congratulations. I feel like you guys are, going through like a really tough process with friends or people around you. But that you've gotten something that you've worked really hard for. And I do feel like it is a foundation and a stepping stone towards, your ultimate, success. So anyways, that's what I have for you guys. And, I hope that you have a really good October 2020.